I just thought I'd start off this video like I did the last one, telling you about a bit about you can understand that. That is the communication level we have with each other, you know? Trying again. I thought I'd start off this video by telling you about my hair and about how I've given up. Like, I look like a rhino. I don't know if you saw the last video or have ever seen my hair in real life. I was sort of walking around. This is great camera skills, by the way. It was a sort of vroom, and a little, and it sort of fell back on itself as well, and it sort of annoyed me. Well, it did annoy me. So I've given up on my hair. I'm gonna let it grow, not down to there. But talking of giving up with things, I've got to a point where I'm really tempted to just give up with quite a lot of stuff, and it's becoming hard for me to keep persevering with it, and it's probably because my determination levels are dropping. There's no achievable goal in sight for the things that I want to do, and it's becoming harder and harder to achieve these non-set goals. I first just wanted to tell you about my school life and how I'm not doing as well as I should. I sort of started off sixth form, not badly as such, but I went into it laughing, chuckling with some mates, and I don't think that was the right attitude to have, and I thought I might be able to coast the first couple of months or whatever, and I've fallen behind quite dramatically, and it's worrying me now. I suppose the easiest thing to do would just stick my head in a book and catch up with everything that I might not have paid enough attention to. But it sort of seems that the ship is sailing too far away, and every time that I try and catch up, something else gets in the way. Revision is really hard when you've only covered 8 weeks of a course. I think that's how far we're in. But in those 8 weeks, we've done such depth and detail, but we haven't even finished the course yet. How can you revise something that you haven't even finished? And that's the sort of mindset I had, because that's what the mindset I had in GCSE. Oh, you want us to revise? We haven't even finished the course. I'll do that afterwards. And you had time in GCSE. But A level, everyone's telling me that you don't have time. Why are you not doing everything right now? And each teacher is telling me that what they're telling me is the most important. And so I've got 4 lessons, 8 teachers, all telling me different things and all contradicting each other. You should be reading this. You should be studying this. Why are you not revising? Don't do their work. Do my work. Why are you telling me this? It's just pushing me into a corner, being bullied by old people who teach. I think the most disappointing thing about teachers is, though, we've never really had a fit one. My school really lacks in TILFs. Although we were out the other week and in the town, not a town, the town, Chelmsford City, very sorry. And we were walking along and I was like, alright mate, check this out. Walked up to a group of girls, well not girls, women, and I started speaking to them and I was like, hey baby, what's up? Go away. That's not really what happened, but the thing is, one of them started actually talking to me and I was like, oh my god, women, you're like 20. The moment dawned when about 30 seconds into the conversation with this woman, when my friend started stampeding in, screaming at me, she's a teacher, oh my god. And we both looked at each other one last time, and then it dawned on the teacher that I was actually a student at her school. And she sort of looked at me for a second and then realised, shit. She was pissed, but she still looked at me, and I saw this look of terror in her face that said, shit. She then took off running, leaving her friends behind who were trying to cover for her. I mean, you know, congrats to them. They stood there and like, no she's not, shut up, no, go away, stupid little boys, oh my god. There was the Essex coming into that for you. You can't, I hope you can't tell I'm from Essex. That would upset me if you could. So there was the teacher running away from me, and I thought, I've just been cock blocked. But that's sort of segueing away from what I actually started talking to you about today. That's what my life involves as well, you know. I get distracted easily. I mean, who doesn't? We're teenagers, all boobs. I find the biggest distraction in my life my social life, and I mean it's not very good, and it mainly consists of going to the gym, which is also another part of my life, the gym. and it sort of intertwines with my social life because I go with friends, but most of the time I do go on my own. And that's something else that really distracts me. I mean, I try and diet properly, or at least I'm going to start dieting properly, to try and get this lovely, manly body of gym awesomeness. And at the moment, it's going alright, you know. Got a tit that's muscular. Don't know what happened to the other one. And another thing that also distracts me is work. I mean, I only do it once a week, but it sort of takes out a whole day of my life. I mean, I don't work for like the worst hours in the world, but it's 10 till 5:30, which conquers the whole of Saturday. And then in the evening I'm extremely tired and sometimes a bit grumpy. I take that back as well, actually. I'm not a grumpy person. I can be when, you know, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, my family try talking to me. "Oh, you right, Pete? Are you ready for school? Oh, do you want breakfast?" "No, you've made it yourself, as per usual. I'm your mother. I never make you breakfast. What am I saying?" Me in the morning usually consists of about 3 grunts. "Ugh, morning, coffee." But back to the original point of giving up with something, I'd hate to be that sort of guy who just drops out of school and doesn't do anything with his life. And that's one of the only things keeping me going at the moment. And I'd hate to be a quitter, because like once you quit, you can never really go back on yourself. And my parents didn't finish school properly or go as far as this, and my sister, who is at university at the moment, but she went to college, and I don't think she really struggled the same as I am. And it's harder because I don't have anyone to talk about these sort of things with. And I'm not stupid and I know what I can do. I just need help. You know, I kick up the arse now and then. Stop making videos, stop watching videos, stop being a dickhead and read. Prick. Another last thing, this video has quite a lot of last things that I just need to input at the end, is you might have noticed my face changed colour halfway through the video, and I looked back at it and I realised that my screen had turned off, which is right there. So my face went from looking pasty white to some sort of, oh, look at that lovely tan. I mean, I could even go to the massive extreme of going, oh, it's so suntanned. Because, you know, my light's broken and I cover it with a piece of paper. Oh look, you don't have to look at my ugly face. Oh look, you do now.